Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm diving into a story that's been making waves across the country and stirring up a lot of debate in Washington. Don't forget to support my channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing for more informative content. The historic White House East Wing, the one that's been standing for over 80 years and has witnessed countless moments in American history, is no more. It's being replaced by a new, much larger structure, one that promises to bring the White House into the modern era. And naturally, everyone wants to know how exactly this massive project is being paid for, especially at a time when government spending is under the microscope. Now here's where it gets interesting and a little bit complicated. While the construction itself is officially funded by taxpayers, with Congress allocating over $50 million since 2022 to cover the costs, a separate private fundraising effort has raised some eyebrows and sparked a lot of questions about transparency and influence. This effort was spearheaded by Trump allies, who have deep connections in both political and donor circles, aiming to raise up to $25 million from private donors, an amount that could significantly impact the project if it ever reaches its intended destination. And guess where they held their big fundraising event? Not in Washington, not in New York, but at one of the most exclusive venues in the country. Yep, you guessed it, Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago club in Florida. But here's the kicker, there's a lot of mystery surrounding this private fundraising group, and almost no public information about how it operates. It's unclear just how much money they've actually brought in, where it's being held, or even who the main donors are. And perhaps most importantly, no one knows if any of it has actually made its way to the government or the White House project itself. Even the White House Historical Association, which is usually the go-to organization for handling private donations for White House renovations, hasn't seen a dime from this effort. So, what's the deal with these funds? Are they sitting in a private account somewhere, or is there more to the story than meets the eye? Critics argue that transparency is sorely lacking, and that the public deserves to know exactly how private money is being used in such a high-profile government project, and that's putting it lightly. Some watchdog groups have even called for official investigations into the fundraising process. Meanwhile, preservationists are up in arms over the demolition, arguing that the original East Wing was a piece of American heritage that should have been protected. They point to the original structure's historical significance, its unique architecture, and the stories it held within its walls. But the National Park Service defends the decision, citing serious issues with security, accessibility, and the aging structure itself. The new East Wing promises to address these issues with improved facilities, modern technology, and a design that meets today's security standards. This includes a much larger underground visitor waiting area, better security screening, and more accessible entrances for all Americans. But as the dust settles and the old gives way to the new, the focus is turning to those ballroom donors and the promises made at those high-profile fundraising events. Where did the money go? Who is keeping track of these private donations? And will the public ever see a full accounting? And will any of it actually see the light of day in enhancing this iconic American symbol? Or will it remain shrouded in secrecy? So many questions, and not nearly enough answers. The lack of clarity is fueling speculation and concern among citizens and experts alike. What do you think? Should private fundraising for public projects be more transparent, especially when it involves the White House? Should more light be shed on these private funds, and should there be stricter rules for how they're handled? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and share your perspective on this ongoing debate. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on stories like this, where history, politics, and public interest collide. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep asking the tough questions.